We're at Mission Taco today, and you're going to be happy because we're going to show you the right way to make guacamole, and maybe you'll get the tip on how not to make your guacamole brown after you put it in the fridge. So this is Jason Tilford. He is the chef here and owner. Hi, Jason.
Hello, how are you?
You ready to show everybody how to make guacamole?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
well, first let's talk about Mission Taco. They made me love fish tacos. I hated fish tacos before. Like, I was so on the meat train, and oh my gosh, your fish. We have a fight, which is better, grilled or fried, because you offer both. But what's the concept about Mission Taco?
Well, me and my brother Adam opened Mission Taco, the first one on Del Mar, about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And the concept was to provide chef-inspired Mexican food, meaning not just ground beef and cheese sauce and fried flour tortillas, but something more fun ingredients. We use duck and we use brisket. We make our own chorizo, and then we also wanted to provide a nice, fun atmosphere. All right, so if you want to talk about avocados first, you gotta have good avocados to make good guacamole.
Oh yeah, how do you tell if one's ripe or ready to go?
Well, if you can see the color here, it's not bright green. It's kind of turning a little bit black, and when you push it, it should give a little resistance.
Oh yeah.
But you should be able to push it quite a bit. If you can't push it all, it's not ripe. And if you can feel the meat of the avocado away from the skin, it's overripe, but it's going to be all brown inside.
Okay.
Avoid those ones. Another thing you want to make sure you do before you cut this in half is remove this little guy.
Oh.
Because this thing,
That's
a lot
easy.
of people don't do it. Yeah, but if you don't do it, it will get in the avocado and it will break your tooth, feel harder to.
Oops, I heard it. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, when you make a bunch
don't
and you
want
mix it
that.
all in, it kind of gets in there, you can't see it. So it's not
Okay,
good.
now this is probably good too, the right way to cut an avocado.
Okay, so the right way to cut an avocado, kind of get in there, you'll feel it hit the pit. And then I roll it a little bit. And if you gently go around, you go back to where you started. And then when you open it up, you should have a nice, beautiful avocado. Now to remove this, you carefully use the back end of the knife, kind of hit it there, and when they're nice and ripe, it'll come out nice and easy.
Oh my gosh.
And you can just take your thumb and pop that off.
Nope.
Okay, so if you want to learn a little about avocados, I'll show you a couple tricks. For the guacamole, you're just going to take the spoon and scrape around the edge. Okay, so come out nice and clean.
Okay, and that would never happen to me at home. Just saying.
And we'll get right to those. Now, if you want to do some other stuff, and this is just a demonstration, if you want to do like slices of avocado, if you put this in here, all the way to the end of the skin, and just kind of slide it, they're really soft. So you do that, if you're putting on a salad or a sandwich or something, and then when you do that, you just get nice little slices right there. Same thing if you want to do cubes. When it was like that, just go back the other way, across it, and then you got diced avocado. Okay, so for the guacamole, a couple more here.
You are the best
We do it here a little different. We just started doing this not too long ago. A lot of places take the avocados and kind of mix everything in together, but you can see the texture of the avocado. When they're nice and ripe, it's got a real buttery texture. If we introduce liquid from the limes, the tomato, or even the chilies, it'll kind of break that viscosity down, and it'll go from buttery to almost slimy on the tongue, not fluffy and nice, and that's what everybody loves about guacamole. So all we do here is take the avocado with a little sea salt and mash it like that.
So not everyone has that
This
masher.
is a big masher.
Yeah, so what can
Yeah.
you use instead of that? A fork?
You can use a fork. There's a lot of people have little potato mashers, which are smaller than this. That's it. Okay, if you want it super creamy, you can mash it more, obviously. But we're gonna leave a little chunk. Okay, we'll taste it for salt. Make sure it's got enough salt in it, and then we'll serve it like this. And then the other traditional things that people mix in there, the tomatoes, the onion, the cilantro, and a little bit of lime, some chili, we're gonna put that on top.
Okay, so you don't mix any lime juice, you don't mix any tomatoes or jalapenos or chilies or whatever.
We put it on top so it doesn't affect the viscosity of the texture of the avocado.
Oh my God.
And then we put a little more queso fresco on top for a little more salt. So what happens is you keep the integrity of the avocado, and then you're gonna still get the flavors off. But if you mix it all up, the tomato gets mushy and everything else kind of gets it shouldn't be all mixed up. If you want it to last a little longer without going brown, some lime juice is okay. But again, the more you put in there, the more it's going to get watered down.
Okay, so the seed in the guacamole in the refrigerator is just a myth.
It is kind of a myth, but if the real way you want to do it is you want to make it and eat it right away. You don't really want to make it and store it.
Okay, so it's not for overnight.
No, you shouldn't make it.
So just give up on that, everyone. There is no cure.
If you have to, you put it in a container and make sure there's no air pockets in it by just tapping it down on the table, and then put a little paper towel on top of it and put lime juice on top of the paper towel.
Okay.
Okay, what's making it brown is the oxygen. So if there's no oxygen touching it, it won't go brown.
Good deal. Come try the guacamole. This is the Soulard location. There's one in U City too.